They all say it isn't weird enough to be Roald Dahl.
That's incorrect. It's magical and fun. Did they not see him with
weird.
the balloons?
But that's not weird. That's fun. It needs to be weirder. It
Roald
needs to
Dahl
the balloons need to like talk and be evil and nihilistic.
What Roald Dahl book did they read?
I don't know. What's the one? Didn't he do James and the Giant Peach?
Yeah.
Yeah, this movie's kind of creepy.
Yeah, but he didn't, like, the book isn't.
Welcome to another episode of Is This for Kids? I am Jonathan Bearded Blevins.
I'm Katie, MrsRuvi.
Oh my goodness, you are.
I am.
We're back together again.
Once again.
And I have a very important question for you.
What's the question?
What is your favorite type of chocolate?
The kind I share with friends.
What does that mean?
It's never mind.
What do you mean the kind you share with friends?
It's never mind.
That's weird.
It's a line from the movie.
I just pictured you. Oh, it is.
Did you even watch
I did watch the
movie?
but I thought I was picturing Lady and the Tramp except with like chocolate spaghetti. Not you and me.
That's
just the kind you share with friends. Ew. Who shares chocolate? I don't. I just eat it. Although not anymore because we're healthy in January. What is this? A present?
It's a present.
Can I open it?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is my second present from you on the show.
I know. Who shares?
The first one was these Ninja Turtles.
I know.
Okay. Oh my gosh, it says De Beard. That's amazing.
It doesn't, but that's okay. It's in cursive, so I understand why you can't read it.
DeBrand. What kind of chocolate is it? Is this a prank chocolate? Hold on, is this going to be like a Willy Wonka?
It's a chocolate you share with friends.
Is this going to make me the 7 stages of drunk like in the Wonka movie, which we're talking about today?
There's only one way to find out.
Okay, here we go. How do I track this on my macros?
It's dark chocolate, so it's probably not too bad.
Oh my gosh.
It's pretty nice, right?
ASMR.
Freaky. I don't know. It's not that kind of podcast.
Welcome to our ASMR stream.
All right, champagne toast. White wine.
Wait.
Red wine. Glass of sherry.
This is so good. I'm going to call her. I have to call her. I missed it. We never should have broken up.
Somebody didn't see the movie and has no idea what we're doing. Oh, I don't remember what the rest of them are.
I think there's a bourbon.
Evening bourbon.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Glass of whiskey or something like that.
That was really good. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm glad you like it. See, my favorite is the kind shared with friends. But more practically, it's the dark chocolate peanut butter cups from Trader Joe's.
Those are delicious.
Yeah.
My favorite are the little Lindor truffles that taste kind of like that.
Yeah.
But they're in the bag, you know what I mean? And you're like, whoop. And like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. They're delightful.
If you'd like to sponsor the show, either of the
apparently the DeBrand company already did.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You did that on purpose.
Right after we saw Wonka, the new one, we took the kids to this is like a fancy chocolate place in the town that I live in or in the next town over. And the kids like all got to try weird kinds of chocolate and it was super fun. Like they have really interesting ones. One was like a balsamic vinegar and orange peel.
Orange peel with chocolate is really good.
Yeah, it was interesting. It was fun.
This podcast is not for kids. It's for parents to help with kids.
Yeah.
There's like a Bourbon County Stout I love that has like notes of vanilla and orange peel and chocolate.
Nice.
Delicious.
I messed up my seat when I got your chocolate.
Oh, sorry. Well, thank you for that. My favorite is probably anything with peanut butter.
Yeah.
Or the Lindor truffles. Either one. Yeah. Okay. Although, I can't really eat those. I have to check my macros now, starting January 1st, 2nd, really, because I don't like New Year's resolutions, so mine's not a New Year's resolution.
Right.
I start on the 2nd.
Beautiful.
A lifestyle change, if you will. Working out, counting macros, protein, all that stuff, which means that I can't have that much more of that chocolate, and I can't have popcorn at the movies. And you and I go to movies once a week minimum.
A lot. Yeah, we go to a lot of movies.
And I have now seen 5 movies in the last 6 days.
With no
popcorn.
All right, so can I give you a suggestion?
I suppose.
If your
suggestion is to bring almonds, no.
No, because that's too high in fat. I also track my macros, and your fat macro will get out of control if you do too many nuts. But popcorn is a good, like, high fiber carbohydrate. Oh my Ugh.
So popcorn is high in carbs.
It's a high fiber carbohydrate,
which is healthy for you.
Which is good. And you have to have carbs in order to metabolize your proteins properly and synthesize it into muscle.
I get to have a lot of carbs, like 196 a day.
40%-ish, yeah. It's a pretty good amount. And so if you get yourself like the Smart Pop, or they have like this place, it's like Valley Pop, I want to say.
Yeah, so you want me to bring my own popcorn into
bring your
the
own
theater.
popcorn. Put it in a gallon.
We might be sponsored by a movie theater soon, and you're telling us to bring our own food in.
Let me just tell you, if we get sponsored by said movie theater, I will change my tune.
And I will just gain weight and eat popcorn every single time.
No, I mean, maybe. Said movie theater has a great points program, so you can get lots of free popcorn.
Oh, that's incredible.
Yeah.
The thing that stinks about this is that the first movie that I went to go see is Wonka.
Yeah.
And it's a whole movie about chocolate. So I don't even like sweets that much. And I'm sitting there like, okay, I can't have popcorn. That's fine. And then I'm watching this movie and I'm like, oh, I just want chocolate. And I didn't have any. So it was a little bit like torture. But today we're talking about Wonka, the new one.
Yeah.
Would you like to give a little summary?
Yeah. So this is Willy Wonka pre-Chocolate Factory
A prequel.
It's a prequel. He's a young man just arriving in City X. Not sure what city that's supposed to be. But he's there to try to pursue his dreams of sharing chocolate with the world. And you find out that he has this great memory of chocolate making with his mother when they lived on a riverboat. And he had a dream of growing up and sharing chocolate with the world. And unfortunately, he shows
Spoiler.
up. It's the first scene of the movie. Unfortunately, he shows up with only 12 sovereigns in his pocket, gives a substantial portion of it to the poor, and pays a lot of it in government fines, and ends up needing a place to stay, and accidentally finds himself locked into indentured servitude for an extremely long period of time. So he has to overcome that in order to be able to sell his chocolate in the world. And along the way, he meets some great friends.
Some great friends.
Great friends.
So your overall thoughts on the movie?
This was darn near perfect.
Yes! That's what I was saying.
The only thing that I would say is if your kid can't sit through a non-cartoon,
right,
that's going to be an issue. But as far as like age ranges, like if your kid can handle a non-cartoon, I would say this is perfect for anybody and everybody. It's fun. My husband loved it. I loved it. All my kids loved it. We had a great time. It was fun. Nobody was bored. My husband posted this adorable picture of our daughter. It's like a silhouette of her leaning on the thing looking at Willy Wonka, and she was so smitten with the whole movie. It was great.
Yeah, the main character, unbelievable.
Yes.
Like singing voice, great. Everybody was awesome. I did not know it was a musical. Is that just dumb of me?
I think musicals
because all the Wonkas are like pretty much musicals.
Yeah, you seem to be taken by surprise by musicals pretty regularly.
Okay. Don't you think that legitimately in Hollywood they're not advertising these movies as musicals because they don't think that it would do as well?
I think they're doing just fine, aren't they? I mean,
I think if they would have said
well.
like Wonka the musical, less people I think would have seen it.
I think that you would have. I mean, the only time you would say the musical is if there's an implied not musical version, like
I was confused.
The Stanley Cup, the musical.
What was that Disney movie that we saw that was just a bunch of singing, like more than a normal Disney movie? We just saw it recently. The new one
Wish?
that was Wish.
Yeah.
Too much singing. Too much singing. It was fine. I'm fine with singing. I like singing. Okay. But this one didn't care. Loved every single second of it.
So good.
Every single song was awesome.
Yeah.
It was almost a perfect movie. It was I would say magical. Have you heard about the criticisms of the movie?
Somebody's criticizing this movie?
Yeah. Can you guess what it is?
Give me names. I just want to talk.
It's actually like a lot of people.
Really?
Yeah. A lot of movie critics are criticizing this new Wonka film. And you have no guesses why?
No guesses.
And it's all the same. They all say, not weird enough.
Oh.
They all say it isn't weird enough to be Roald Dahl.
That's incorrect. It's magical and fun. Did they not
but
see
it's not
him with
weird.
the balloons?
But that's not weird. That's fun. It needs to be weirder. It
Roald
needs to
Dahl
like
was
the balloons need to like talk and be evil and nihilistic.
What Roald Dahl book did they read?
I don't know. What's the one? Didn't he do James and the Giant Peach?
Yeah.
Yeah, this movie's kind of creepy.
Yeah, but he didn't, like, the book isn't.
The book's not at all?
No. Big Friendly Giant, not creepy.
Did Tim Burton do the James and the Giant Peach?
I think it was the same guy who directed Coraline.
Which is like there's like a relation to Tim Burton.
I don't know. Let's look it up.
Let's look it up. This is why we have computers, not an ad.
Harry Selnick. It's the guy who Henry Selnick. He's the guy who directed Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, so weird.
So it's a similar vibe, but that's not Roald Dahl. That's the people who tend to pick up Roald Dahl books or movies.
Interesting. But that was the only the critique was like, it was just too perfect, not enough weirdness to be Roald Dahl. And I was like, oh, well, it's been a long time since I read anything that he's done, so I don't know.
I think that those
He's
people...
a Goosebumps guy?
No, that's R.L. Stine.
It's a joke. I know it's not him.
I think those people just have gotten way too much association between Roald Dahl and people who like dark type movies. Like that's not present in the books. It's mostly silliness, it's mostly funness, and I think they did a great job with it. The balloons and the flying in with the giraffe. It was perfect. The giraffe was perfect.
That whole scene was like... I felt like a kid again. Yeah. I'm watching this and I'm just like, I want chocolate made from giraffe's milk.
I know. It was so good.
And the Oompa Loompas.
Well, there was only one.
One.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
He's hilarious.
He's fantastic.
Like the way he talks, the Oompa Loompa.
He's Hugh Grant. He's really just Hugh Grant if Hugh Grant was an Oompa Loompa.
That's true. He doesn't really have to do like an accent. It's just how he is.
Yeah. It was really very good.
So are you just saying it's perfect for all kids, all ages? What's your take on is Wonka for Kids, the new version, 2023?
Yeah, I say it's for everybody. If your kid can sit through a non-cartoon movie, then this is the right movie for you. It's great. It's magical. It's fun. It talks about dreams without making them like... sometimes movies have a tendency to be like, oh, you're following your dreams, and it's weird, like, don't have any plan, don't work for it, don't try. Like, that's not the thing. Although there is magical components to it. All of these people they have teamwork. It's great. I loved every single bit of it, and I thought it was super fun. And guess what was my favorite part? Like, my favorite small detail, not a small detail. I'm just going to tell you.
No, I want to guess.
Okay, go ahead.
No, but you have to finish. You were giving me more context.
It's not like a big plot point. It's a person that I saw in the movie and was like, "Oh, thank goodness, I'm so happy."
Don't tell me yet.
Okay.
I can't give up.
Carson was in the movie
from
Downton Abbey. Jim Carter.
I never would have gotten that. Who's that?
He's the old man that was the accountant that was stuck downstairs.
I love him.
He was from Downton Abbey, and as soon as I saw him, I was like, "This is the best." Well, my husband was like, "You loved that, didn't you?" I was like, "I did."
I've got to say, the only complaint I have, and it's really just not a complaint at all. It's just I've always said I have a great willing suspension of disbelief.
Yeah.
For some reason, now that we're doing this podcast, I don't. Like, I find myself watching these movies and I'm so critical, and I've never been like that. Mm-hmm. But I was like, you're telling me that this one Wonka character gets trapped into this endless contract that he can't get out of, and he escapes day one, and everyone else who's been there the entire time can't think of one reason to get out and leave and run? Yeah. There's no way they're all that dumb. They also all could have just overpowered everyone.
Right. It's one lady and one guy. Like, once there's three of you in there, you just scatter. Those two characters
are amazing.
They're fantastic.
I love them. They're hilarious. They're awesome. So we're going to agree.
Yes.
We're going to actually agree. I'm going to agree with you that this movie is for all ages.
Yay!
If your kid can sit through a movie, like you said, that's not a cartoon, which I don't know if mine can, but we're going to try probably with this one soon.
Yeah.
It was absolutely perfect. I would say parents, the only thing that I would like to say you need to even just know is in there, but it's just not that big of a deal because I don't think your kid's gonna understand what's going on. Mm-hmm. The little drunken chocolate, it's funny, it's not a big deal. He takes them through 7 stages of drunkenness, like you were doing to me earlier.
Yes.
With the wine.
So the little chocolate, they they drink a different drink,
and then they fall asleep.
Yeah. It's like a precursor to the dinner thing that Violet Beauregard steals, and she goes through the dinners, and in this case they get drunk and pass out.
One. Yeah, which was hilarious and really funny. And then there's like a little bit of innuendo like that is going to go right over the kids' heads unless they're old enough to understand. And if they're old enough to understand that, it's not a big deal.
There is a grown man in lederhosen.
That was hilarious. I was laughing so hard.
Those are some short pants, sir.
He comes out with a mustache, and I was obnoxious in the theater. I was like, that's great.
It was fantastic.
That guy is my spirit animal with worse teeth.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. I see that.
But the new Wonka, I think, and Ruvi thinks, a great film for the entire family. Check it out. It's one of the best movies I've seen in a long time.
You're going to have a great time. There's just so much media out there for parents to wade through.
I'm Jonathan Beard of Blevins.
And I am Katie, MrsRuvi. Let us help you decide. Is this for kids?
Is it?